WHLR.
OL. JWEL.
WHLR. AMPG.
TSM. UAMY. TSMX. AMPG. AMPG.
Loop.
LND.
UAMY.
LRCX. W. ING. TSM.
AMPG.
VXRT. TSMX. PEN.
22nd Century Group, ticker XXII, announces
WHLR.
a 1 for
JAGX.
135 reverse stock
JZXN.
split,
UAMY.
WHLR.
effective December 17th,
WHLR.
ticker XXII.
AMPG. Loop.
TSM.
Schwab, ticker SCHW, announcing its monthly activity highlights for November.
Uber.
Total client assets
BRT.
grew 26% year over year and
WHLR.
5% month over month. Ticker SCHW. Schwab also says 2024 net revenue is currently expected to grow by 3% to 3.5%.
TSMX.
This is an improvement from their prior range of 2% to 3%. Ticker SCHW.
SOXX. UAMY.
Loop.
UPST.
AMPG.
SMH. LRCX. Additive.
Hood. UAMY.
TSM.
AMPG. AMPG. ACHR. LDTC,
Pen. Son.
AMPG,
UAMY.
UAMY,
AFRM.
AMPG, AMPG, Loop, UAMY,
Affirm Holdings, ticker AFRM, announces that 6th Street will invest up to $4 billion
AMPG,
by purchasing Affirm loans, ticker AFRM.
NTRP. UAMY. ETHA. Trug. Trug. Mu.
AMPG, AMPG,
AFRM.
AFRM. Watch the spread. AFRM. Watch the spread. JWEL. JWEL. AMPG.
ARHS. WOOF.
VCIG. AFRM.
AFRM.
AFRM. Watch the spread.
Mu.
LDTC. LDTC.
W.
AMPG.
ARHS,
Okay.
SHMT,
Okay. Here we are. Happy Friday.
Court,
LDTC.
AFRM, AFRM,
Oh. Good.
AFRM,
Well,
AFRM, AFRM,
let's go take a look and see
AFRM.
Mu,
what's happening here. In the overall scheme of things, we're in a large distribution balance. This is pretty much it right here. Okay.
RDZN,
RGTI.
So we have product from down below,
VCIG.
including this. And we still haven't taken out 60.38.5. We took out 65 yesterday, right? And now we're back above it. So here's the thing. Overnight inventory is 100% long. Okay. What you're going to see is this is an example of
LDTC.
100% long because here's the close and every single trade is above the close. It's not mixed at all. So
CN,
overnight inventory is 100% long,
LDTC.
right? The dynamics of this market are a
AFRM,
little different now.
AFRM,
Okay. We had
LPK,
a liquidation
AFRM,
and a
WHLR.
rebound. And then
AFRM,
yesterday we sold
AFRM,
off again.
AFRM, AFRM,
This is,
AFRM,
now pay attention,
AFRM,
guys,
AFRM,
okay? Because this is going to keep you out of
AFRM.
trouble
Big
if
spread.
you want,
AFRM,
right? If you don't pay attention,
AFRM,
WHLR.
a lot of people are really going to get trapped, right?
LDTC.
No, it's working out 60-65 right now, John. It is a major level,
AFRM,
right?
AFRM,
So what
AFRM.
we
Cross.
do, John,
Big
is we look
spread.
to see the order flow
AFRM.
at the level. So right now, this is a look below and the start of a,
UPST,
right?
AFRM, UAMY,
So
AFRM.
what we're down,
Watch the spread.
and then yesterday we sold off again. Okay. This is, now pay attention, guys. Okay. Because this is going to keep you out of trouble if you want, right? If you don't pay attention, a lot of people are really going to get trapped, right? No, it's working out 60-65 right now, John. It is a major level, right? So what we do, John, is we look to see the order flow at the level. So right now, this is a look below and the start of a fail of 60-65, which means rotation higher. Okay. On the other side of that coin is that inventory is long and we should look for some correction to inventory. So you have opposing forces, right? Or opposing theories, right? In a sense like that, you have to look at the order flow. The order flow right now is telling us that we are above 65. This is, now pay attention, guys, okay? Because this is going to keep you out of trouble if you want, right? If you don't pay attention, a lot of people are really going to get trapped, right? No, it's working out 60-65 right now, John. It is a major level, right? So what we do, John, is we look to see the order flow at the level. So right now, this is a look below and the start of a fail of 60-65, which means rotation higher, okay? On the other side of that coin is that inventory is long and we should look for some correction to inventory. So you have opposing forces, right? Or opposing theories, right? In a sense like that, you have to look at the order flow. The order flow right now is telling us that we are above 65, right? We had liquidation under 65 yesterday at the end of the day, right? The overnight can't take out the close. It can't take out yesterday's low. That is what they call a catcher's mitt, right? That's when liquidating inventory is taken into wholesale hands for redistribution into the retail flow for profit. It's the same thing. It's like that part of the business never changes, right? So in RTH today, 65 is going to be a big level, right? Going through the overnight, if we can't get under 65, look for rotation higher. The important thing is this market has got a big rotation going, okay? And so you can't get sucked in to thinking it's going to go really, really high or really, really low until it breaks out of this rotation. And here's that rotation, okay? So if you look at it, your rotation high is going to be around 6104, 6103, and your rotational low is 6055. Okay. So it's looked above, right? And failed and come down. Then it's looked below and failed and come up. I'm using that high and that high, right? And I'm just using this low for now because it matches up with that value area low. Okay. So right now we failed to take this out and we're starting to rotate back up. So until we break this box, right? Don't get sucked into this or this. That's the point of the. Do you guys see the point I'm trying to make? Does everybody understand that? This is the concept of until we break this box, right? Don't get sucked into this or this. That's the point of the. Do you guys see the point I'm trying to make? Does everybody understand that? This is the concept of rotation. And a lot of people, right, will really mess this up because they don't understand it. So what happens is, right, especially desperate traders at this time of the year, next week is the last full week of trading, right? So between now and next Friday, right, when the entire industry is just risk off, retail traders will push it and try and make money for the holiday season and blow themselves up. Happens every year, right? So this is a way for you to avoid that by trading the edges of this box and waiting for the look below and fail or the look above and fail, right? This way, you're not buying this, looking for this, and then getting hammered, right? And then buying the dip and getting blown up. This way, you're not shorting when it does a look below and fail. You're not shorting into this and blowing yourself up, right? This is what traders have done all week, right? Because the market is in rotation. It is in a balance rotation. It is in a distribution rotation, which means it is trying to find buyers in this range, right? So they have product under 38 that they're selling above 38. Notice how this day did not take out 38. Why? Because the cost basis is underneath. So in a market, if you have goods that you acquired at a price, you stop selling or putting it on sale when it comes back to where you bought it, right? Does that make sense? So don't get trapped in a rotation. Do not be greedy next week, okay? If you are greedy next week, you are going to pay for it in spades. Exactly. Trade the edges, Arch, right? You've got to trade the edges. You cannot don't look for breakouts until they confirm, right? When markets have massive ranges, right? When you've got big ranges in the market, it makes it look worse than it is, right? When markets have big rotations, right? A lot of people will get sucked in to, oh, it's a short it, and then they get sucked into, oh, it's a long, it's going to 7,000, right? And greed takes over because it's that time of the year. Okay, don't fall for it. So, can you mute yourself, please? I'll just mute everybody. There we go. All right. So for my larger traders, right? If you are short from yesterday and you haven't covered,
WHLR.
SKK.
right? If you're short from
GLPI.
yesterday and you haven't
Grr.
covered, be careful. Because if the thing does not get back
WHLR.
under 65 tonight and into RTH,
WHLR.
it's
Grr.
doing a look below and fail of 65.
WHLR.
Still early, but be
JZXN.
smart about it.
WHLR.
Okay?
AMPG.
Keep it simple and preserve your capital.
AMPG.
CGON.
Okay. So that's our bigger
RVPH.
picture here.
Addiv.
MRVL.
And rollover, right?
Task.
So speaking of
RGTI.
rollover, let's go look
LDTC.
at the contract rollover. Okay.
Riot Platforms, ticker
This is the old
RIOT
contract that we're currently trading. It's got
RIOT,
43,000
says
contracts
that
in it.
during the period
SAG.
between December 10th and
The
December
new one
12th,
has
it
almost
acquired
13,000.
approximately 5,100.
You will note that the new one is
The average
trading at
person sees around
61.37,
10,000
whereas we're
online
trading at
ads daily.
60.70.
Here's how a man's
Don't
life
try
would
and
change
figure
if he
this out.
used pot.
Okay. I have a video
MRVL.
in the JJ area,
Joby.
right? Please watch it. It'll show you how to roll the contract, how to do it with the least amount of aggravation. Okay. The order flow will be split between the new contracts. I read somewhere there's
WHLR.
2 million contracts that need to roll over,
UAMY.
right? So your main focus in the last full
VCIG.
trading week of the year is to not
RVPH.
lose money, okay? Your main focus is to not do anything stupid and lose money, right? If one of the old traders talked about it, but
SAG.
it doesn't really. 2 million contracts, okay, great.
MSTR.
Now
Big
you
spread.
know it's really not that important. All it means, Arch, and it happens every rollover, that there's size that needs to roll over. That can create unpredictable order flow. Everything that I talk about is related to risk management. None of these little factoids are going to make
MSTR.
you any money.
Big spread.
Okay? What they are going to do, okay, when I talk about this stuff,
WHLR.
Yesterday was very shaky.
WHLR.
Or was that 2 days ago? I don't even remember anymore. But
Loop.
which means you got to be more patient.
WHLR.
Can't chase stuff. It's a lot of scratch trades.
WHLR.
You go to a ticker, and if you got to see if it's working. If it's not working, you got to get out, because you'll go through like 3 or 4 stocks before you find one that works. And that's kind of been the thing, is like every day it's been like 3 or 4 stocks, 3 of them suck. One of them I'm able to make money on. And if you get so caught up in trying to force money out of a stock that's not,
JZXN.
performing that great, then not good.
MRVL.
Air quality alert, Scottsdale, Arizona. Juan, good morning. Yeah, I did see that Goodman, and I showed up and had to check on that. I couldn't stay, but I sent him a super sticker. Sent him $50. Not that he needs $50, but I thought that was pretty impressive. A sub dollar had been ripping, but I guess I had missed it, which sucks. Morning. I gotta find my
CIG.
coffee.
Trug.
UAMY.
Ma.
LDTC.
Stuff.
VRAR.
It's so that you guys watch your risk. Because all retail traders lose money because they don't manage risk. They don't
Very
know
good.
that it's risky, so they don't know how to manage it. They're just kind of blind.
No trade
Right?
day. Yeah, it could be a no
So
trade day.
everything that I
honestly.
talk about, and I know it's
AMPG.
preachy as all bloody
Honestly.
hell, right? But everything I talk about is about
UAMY.
So again,
how
I'm
to manage
reiterating,
your risk
December,
when you're
November,
going
December
into a
have usually been
time
choppy for me. I'm
of
just
the
thinking back
business
to
cycle,
21. I'm thinking to 22.
right? You know that
23.
we
I'm
have
just
a
thinking of all
business
my
cycle, right?
experience. I've
We are
always had
going
these
into the time of
ideas
the
that
business
business cycle
cycle
is gonna be great, and they never.
where
They're always very
retail
shaky. December
traditionally loses a lot of
for
money
me,
at this time of year.
notoriously with the 50-50 is very shaky. Okay, and sure enough, here we are, December, and I was calling this out for 2. I swear, some people just don't listen.
YGMZ.
So this is what makes trading tough, all right? And that's what I'm saying. You have to push through. You have
VRAR.
to keep going. Keep pushing through. Keep going.
AVGO.
But don't spin out and have these large red days, especially when Trading Farmer's telling you it's not that good, especially when everyone's red, especially when,
AVGO.
it's just
AVGX.
obvious. It's tough. So take trades, but don't too upset. And then hopefully January, February, March, April, I'm hoping we get
Blue.
things are
AVGO.
smooth out. They usually do. And then boom, 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 boom.
AVL.
Money, 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 money. Okay, so do you think it's possible to make 1 million or 2 million in
VCIG.
one day with 50-50?
WHLR.
Possibly, theoretically. If we
AVGX.
get like a like a GameStop type squeeze, potentially.
VCIG.
If we get like a $100 stock that goes parabolic, and somebody's willing to step up, and somebody has the buying power, I think yes. But
VCIG.
doing that on VCIG, probably not. Doing that on WHLR, probably not. But once in a while, maybe a couple
AVGO.
times a year, or maybe once every other year. I'm thinking like you're gonna need something like a GameStop
AVGX.
breakout,
AVGX.
where it's like
AVGX. AVGX.
maybe you get 2 days
AVGX.
with a big spreads. You hit it with 5,000
MLGO.
shares. And you're just
AVGX.
knocking out $20,000 scalps back to back, potentially.
AVGX.
But for the 50-50, I think $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a
AVGX.
day is.
AVGX.
I mean, that's where I'm at this year. $3,600 a day.
AVGX.
Now, it could be you could make more, certainly. If I would, what if I
LIDR.
said, "Hey, I'm going to trade all day. My new strategy is to
MRVL.
just trade all day." Doesn't mean I'm going to take trades all day, but I'm going to just be glued to my screen
MLGO. Big
all day
spread.
long, every day. And I'm just going to
MLGO.
wait for breakouts. I'm going to wait for there to be opportunities. If I was to do that, I wouldn't be surprised that I almost double my profits. But there's a fine balance for me between making more money and shutting down and going and enjoy the day.
CRDO.
So WHLR, it's gonna be big spreads. It's gonna be whippy AF. So you got to catch it low. You got to catch it low.
BLMC.
Keep working on the price ladder. Keep working on the level 2. That's how you're gonna get your entries dialed in. And make these trades touch and go. There should be a lot of scratch trades in 50-50. Right? People they're buying pullbacks and they're holding it too long.
CN.
Remember the basic concept. When you buy the dip, it has to go
MRVL.
green basically within the next millisecond.
ZIM.
Within the next couple
AMPG.
milliseconds. Now, as you get more experienced, you're able
WHLR.
to take
Trug.
more risk. You're able to trust your gut, maybe to hold through some chop. But I think for somebody who's just getting a hold of
QBTS.
this, I think they need to get into the concept of it's in and out
AbbVie, ticker ABBV, to acquire
really
Nimble
quickly.
Therapeutics. AbbVie will make a cash payment of $200 million at closing to acquire Nimble Therapeutics, ticker ABBV.
But then now we're in a slower market, so sometimes we are having to hold some of these W's. So this is why I'm saying we're seeing a lot of people not do so well, right? Because
Update
how
on
am
the
I making money in this
acquisition.
market? I'm
Nimble's lead
being
asset
patient,
includes
looking for
an
W's.
investigational
I'm
oral
looking
peptide
for
inhibitor
5-minute patterns, especially,
for
and I'm
the
having to hold
development
through
of
chop and shake.
psoriasis.
VRT.
And I'm taking a lot of losses too, so I don't want to hear it out of people thinking I'm just it's
Pod.
just like smooth sailing over here. No, it's a constant battle. Even after doing this for 5 years, it's a constant battle.
RXRX.
But that's why we're seeing a lot of people not do well in this week. And by the way, that's okay. That's okay. Make it a red week. That's
Trug.
okay. Practice being small red.
WHLR.
Net.
And don't smoke weed.
PBM. Ye. VRT.
AMPG. PLTR.
IVDA.
PLTR.
Exactly. Right? The business. Manage your risk and stay in business. That is the most important part of business. Right? Treat it like a business, it will treat you well. If you don't treat this business like a business, it'll eat you alive. Right?
AMPG.
So there is the rollover. Size, John. What groups move into trading the new
VCIG.
contract first? Size. So if you had, say you were, if you had a position of 20 or 30,000 contracts, right? You're going to want to
VCIG.
start rolling that early because you don't want to compete, right, at the last minute to try and get product. That's why sometimes you get rollover and the market spikes higher because everybody tries to cover at once. If you're short, right, all of these things
ABGO. Big
that
spread.
adds to, and then people just get completely twisted. And so large traders are going to try and accomplish their business early because they have to transact size. And markets, right? The last thing you want to do is get caught in a market that's not liquid when you're trying to move size. Very difficult. I don't know, Georgie.
Very good, very good.
I don't know the answer to
Sorry,
that
I had to go do
question.
some.
But once again,
Do you think the
not going
dash
to make any
hotkey
money.
is as fast
Just
as
be
pressing
careful.
by
That's
market?
all. Okay.
Um,
Right. What they do is fine.
potentially.
Right.
Um,
The whole
now,
thing, once again, coming
DOS,
back to the point of don't take,
I think is quicker at
I'll
showing
just
you when
try
you're in
this
a
trade.
position.
Don't take, oh, I've got to make money to pay
But
this
behind
bill
the
trade.
scenes, like
All
we're
of
trying
those
to,
are good.
we're trying to think like DOS is like an instrument panel, but the engine is still the same engine for the most part that we're using. So if there is a difference,
AMDL.
I mean, Thinkorswim's pretty fast. And DOS, for what I hear, DOS lags too, and it can lag, especially volatile moments. So I can tell you this much: you don't need DOS to make money. I can tell you that much. All right, and that's the thing
ABGO.
with a new trader is they're like, oh, I think I need DOS. I need the DOS. I need DOS. That's what's going to help me. Oh, I think I need
QBTS.
this. I'm like, no, you don't need it. You need a buy market. You need a sell market button. You need to be able to click both those buttons very quickly. Sometimes you're going to have to buy market and sell market within the same second. So I think preferably you have a buy for your clicker and then you have a sell for your hotkey. That's all you need. And I
Loop.
just use bare bones Thinkorswim. And with that, I've effectively made $867,000 this year without DOS. Now, certainly that's not saying it's not worth it, but I have to tie my shoe. Certainly there's extra value there. The speed is good. But that's just going off of what I've seen and what I've heard. I sort of like not having another thing to break. Yes, DOS is fancy, but it's just one more thing to break or disconnect. It's one more application to crash. Not that it happens a lot, but use it. So anyways, gap scanner here, not that good.
TSLL.
Not that good. I'm kind of getting more interested in VCIG.
TSLL.
And I'm hoping it does like a false breakdown here or something. I jumped in there. Probably a bad idea. There's no movement going on. So today, well, we'll see. You never know what heats up. Hey, you need to go potty?
Zone.
Hey. Dog's about to drop a deuce right here.
GSAT. RDZN. AMPG.
Whatever. She can do it.
AMPG.
Yeah, shoot. Okay, let me just get out of this. Discord stream. Going.
UAMY.
Yeah, Heaven with a D
RDZN.
is killing it. He did yesterday, at least.
RDZN.
Screen capture,
Loop.
go live. Hopefully the audio is
UAMY.
correct.
RDZN.
Oh, looks like it's correct. Good morning, Blair. Happy birthday, Blair.
LDTC.
It's Dick Van Dyke's birthday too. You know, Sound of Music.
RGTI.
I saw it's his birthday too. Dick Van Dyke turns 99 years old. Edelweiss. Edelweiss.
LAES. AMPG.
Small and white, clean and bright.
IBRX.
You look happy to meet me.
MDAI.
Oh, he wasn't? Train Dad came in and updated me that he wasn't in
ISPC.
Sound of Music.
ISPC.
Yeah, Ziddy knows. Christopher Plummer, okay, sorry. I was just fact checked. All right, so we have 2 minutes to the bell here. We're not off to a good start already. Down $6 and already messing up names. So if there's ever a sign to be careful, that's as good as it gets. All right. I honestly, this gap scanner just it's ugly.
UAMY.
Chitty chitty bang bang. Okay, there we go. Chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty chitty bang bang. You know that the chitty chitty bang bang was such a trippy
UAMY.
thing. I might watch that today just to get you know, I don't know. What tickers am I missing here? I got WHLR and VCIG.
Pen. TQQQ.
Well.
LDTC.
Nevertheless, it is Dick Van Dyke's birthday.
LDTC.
I messed that one up. Okay, WHLR daily chart. It's an interesting
UAMY.
pattern. It failed yesterday, and now it's like rebounding. So I don't know. Pre-market highs, of course, are what I'm looking at. So 6.45 for WHLR, 2.7 for VCIG. GRRR looks terrible.
WHLR.
It's a terrible day. So just go size way down and trust me. If something really heats up, we'll know. We might have to pop over to Heaven with the D stream. Let's see. We'll have to see. what he's
LDTC.
trading.
SOXL.
Probably as well.
Market is open.
UAMY. UAMY.
Ah. Missed it because I had it on extended time.
UAMY. UAMY.
$115 loss, of course. Of course. AMPG. This is just, yeah.
LDTC.
It's junk for right now. We'll see if it heats up.
WHLR. LNKS.
LDTC.
LNKS.
Edelweiss. Good morning, twin.
Archer
81 likes already. I
Aviation,
haven't even
ticker
made any money.
ACHR, files
MLGO.
a prospectus related to the offering
This is the
of
leading gap.
93.6 million shares by selling stockholders, ticker ACHR.
Lube. Lube.
Really is just sucking.
AMPG.
Hey, wow.
UAMY.
Went to the highs. I got
BSGM.
a little bit of money on
Lube.
WHLR. I just made my loss back.
WHLR. Lube.
Loop.
Lube. Lube.
Loop.
Archer Aviation shares now popping on that filing for a sale by selling shareholders. Shares of ACHR now up 10.5%.
Lube.
Loop.
Lube.
Loop.
Lube.
Spreads on this are nasty bad. Maybe have to wait for
Loop.
a pullback here. It's hard to know.
RPTX.
I'm watching that ask, especially. I want that ask to drop. There's a first. I dropped there and took off. Couldn't even get filled. I have to cut that as a loss. What was $300 turned into $200.
WHLR.
RPTX.
Terrible.
VCIG. VCIG.
WHLR.
MLGO.
NOTV.
VCIG's coming up a little bit.
RDZN.
But hitting resistance. Resistionso. Back right on that. Shoot. That didn't last long.
ACHR.
NOTV.
GR.
NOTV.
ACHR.
Oh.
VCIG.
Cross. NOTV. RPTX. NOTV.
NOTV.
I have to cut that. 293 red. Man, it
MLGO.
really is a no
VCIG.
MLGO. MLGO.
MLGO.
right
Lube.
now, but you never know
MLGO.
when things get good. Like VCIG could get good, but that's
ACHR.
good.
NOTV,
IPHA.
As soon as I put my order on the ask, the market just like rejects.
NOTV, Lube,
MLGO.
I'm gonna wuss out there.
MLGO.
ACHR,
CETX. CETX.
Of course, the second I size up, it rejects. So I'm just sucking really bad.
CETX.
WKEY,
WKEY.
Chemtrax, ticker CETX, regains compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements. Ticker CETX.
KER, NOTV,
Archer Aviation, ticker ACHR, shares continuing higher, now up
MLGO,
16.5%.
NOTV,
AMPG.
Well, I just took a bigger loss there.
NIXX,
Kind of too much size.
MLGO.
Late entry. That might knock me out for the day.
GR.
That might knock me out for the day. You know,
MLGO.
not taking my own advice.
MLGO.
VCIG. Where it
MLGO.
should be, I guess. Messed up.
AAOI,
Wow. I got the Slamabama treatment there. So sure enough, getting destroyed here. Already 1400 red, mostly because of this. It took
It's
too much
not too late
size.
to score deals on holiday gifts at your Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Too bad.
Loop.
UPST,
WiseKey, ticker WKEY,
Oh wow.
announces that
NXGL,
its WiseSat
VCIG.
subsidiary satellite launch in partnership with SpaceX is scheduled for January
Wow, VCIG.
14th.
What the heck, bro?
Ticker WKEY, shares
DBGI.
getting a pop.
I have to wait for a drop, I guess. The Breakthrough View app.
Serve.
JWEL,
UMAC.
NOTV,
I might be well on my way to a red day.
FNGU. Watch the spread.
Yeah, I can't look away. I keep looking away thinking we're gonna get a pullback and then it goes green.
VCIG. VCIG.
VCIG,
Loop. VCIG. WHLR. VCIG. NOTV.
Strong.
Loop.
Lube,
NOTV. VCIG. WKEY.
There, made back some money there.
Loop.
Oh, I smell weakness. I smell
NOTV.
weakness looking at the gap scanner.
NOTV.
I'm trying to
NOTV.
stay calm. The
NOTV. DBGI.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna be able to make my money back on W key. Yeah, just stay patient and hope I get a ticker that can overcome that loss.
VCIG.
W key.
JWEL. JWEL.
Alt up. I'll keep it on watch for sure. WHLR, I'm trying to hit it with big size. to get
NXGL.
profit on it, but that's can be dangerous. Of course.
NOTV.
VCIG is way better than WHLR.
NOTV. NOTV. NOTV.
DBGI.
Out there.
MLGO.
JWEL.
Man, it's just it is losses galore on VCIG.
NOTV. JWEL.
But it's the only one that makes sense right now.
Additive.
DBGI.
It's tough. This is one of the tougher days here today. WHLR.
VCIG. MLGO.
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 Definitely VCIG is better than WHLR. I'm just watching WHLR because I'm
MLGO.
to get a
AMPG.
rebound trade on it, but I don't think we're gonna get a rebound on it.
MLGO.
UAMY. MLGO.
I'm sitting 1600 red. I fell down there pretty quick. Just to highlight the suffering
JWEL.
market.
VCIG. MLGO.
MLGO. MLGO.
Evan managed to pull 1400 out of VCIG. Oh, I'm jelly.
FNGU. Watch the spread.
Like it pops up, but only for a second.
FNGU. Watch the spread.
I'm taking any profit I have.
MLGO.
WHLR. Very angry about it.
MLGO.
Still think if I can catch it below 5, maybe a rebound. It's gonna be scary.
MLGO.
Friday sell off. Why is not selling off? Right? Not yet, anyways. Just like that last Friday of the year, people are like going away for Christmas.
HUD. AMPG. MLGO. MLGO.
MLGO.
Of course, the one I buy is a
MLGO.
flush. Or
MLGO. PRZO.
So yeah, this is a pretty clear rejection off VWAP. A bad deal. And I was watching this at 2. It goes to 225. It really is a papooey day.
Loop. VCIG.
WHLR, I'm thinking I get my money back on that. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Additive.
MLGO.
The daily chart sucked on it, didn't it? Yeah, the daily chart did suck.
Additive.
I should have not traded it. The daily chart was so bad.
Additive. Additive. ICCM.
MLGO. MLGO.
Had to take that for what it was. Which was a decent win. Got that down to 847. Okay.
ICCM.
That's decent.
MLGO. ACHR.
JZXN.
Did that 91 out at 98. Yeah, I made good money on that trade.
UAMY.
Couldn't hold it. Holy Spirit. Loop? Yeah, I had Loop pulled up.
UAMY.
33 million float, unless that's incorrect.
Loop.
What?
UAMY.
BTSG.
MLGO.
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 SCO.
Taking profit there, 190
MLGO.
bucks. We're moving in the right direction here. Loop is a little higher
MLGO.
float here.
ICCM.
MLGO. MLGO. TSM. MLGO. MLGO. MLGO.
Algo spiked to 193. I never saw it on the time and sales. The price ladder. 285 on that. I'm moving in the right direction here. That's good.
Loop.
Did kind of a weird spike through the high. Saw that. WHLR, I feel, is due for a rebound, but could be wrong.
Loop.
VCIG.
Loop.
A little false breakdown there.
Loop. DBGI.
Loop.
MLGO.
ICCM. ICCM. ICCM.
Unhappy with that.
DBGI.
486 to 506. That's 20 cents, but okay. So I've cut my loss in half. So far.
UAMY.
That's good. So I'm at a small red. day now.
MLGO.
MLGO. MLGO.
Sure, Heaven with the D is just killing it. Go back over to Heaven with a D.
MLGO.
Additive.
I got to copy his trades.
Additive.
MLGO. MLGO. MLGO.
5 minute on VCIG looks good. Man, I should have held it.
MLGO.
Sold out on
MLGO.
VCIG at 210.
Additive. Additive.
Okay, so VCIG might end up being the one today that does a little run.
Additive. BTSG.
Busy bees. Edelweiss. Edelweiss.
AVGX.
JZXN. ICCM.
Had to get out of there.
AMPG.
Back down to 300 red. I don't know, man. It's a frustrating career. It really is. It's just so frustrating every day of the year.
AMPG.
I'm tempted to go back to loop. I'm also VCIG's being okay.
MLGO.
Just okay. The 5 minutes, like, okay.
MLGO.
MLGO.
Trying to get the low. Trying to time the pullback here. We'll see if it holds. It went green on me pretty quickly, so I'm trying to hold. Okay, that's looking good. Then slam back down. That's... Take the 1 penny win, I guess.
AMPG.
This just sums up my day. Look at that. Then it goes green. I hesitate. Goes up 2 pennies. The range on this is pretty tight, so we're like fighting. We're fighting over pennies. Uh-oh.
MLGO.
Benzinga market update. Dow flat.
Back red,
S&P
big,
up
big red.
0.3%. NASDAQ up
And not
around
big red like Clipper, big
0.6%.
red like.
MLGO.
Yeah, that was a bad trade. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't know. Oh. Nutty there. The only thing I'm green on is this scallywag ticker. So what?
Additive. Additive. Additive.
GDI. MLGO.
WKEY. 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 WKEY.
WKEY.
That's too bad. W key resumption. What the heck? I forgot about that ticker, and then I see it resume like a $500,000 higher. So I'm back 1400 red, despite my best efforts. WHLR is just getting the slamabama.
GDI.
The slamma Alabama.
1847 Holdings, ticker EFSH, announces an $11.42 million private placement.
You gotta be careful with everything today. Sanity out there. Satan is on the move.
RGTI.
Today. Just a lot of resistance,
UAMY.
but it is a higher float, so those tend to kind of
Loop. WKEY. UAMY.
W key, of course, the halt up.
GDI.
This is crazy. Let's see if we have a resumption price on it. 586 on W key. So we are getting some wild action here. Some shorts are getting wrecked.
Loop. Loop. GDI.
I'm gonna try to hold this at least for one more candle, but it's you know how this day is. I'm sure I'm gonna get stopped out.
LDTC. Zone. LDTC. MLGO.
Good enough. Oh my goodness. Oh, that helps.
NOTV.
Moving in the right direction here, slowly.
MLGO. LDTC.
Uh-oh.
MLGO. 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 NOTV. AMPG. TEM. TEM. BTDR. NOTV. Loop. MLGO. West-northwest.
Okay, that didn't work. I have to take the loss in WHLR. I'm gonna have to stick with
LDTC.
VCIG.
MLGO. LDTC.
I had to stick with VCIG. W key resumption. $570. Just a tad risky. WHLR has no volume. It did end up coming
NOTV.
back here. 477, 475, 480,
LDTC.
but then back down. So yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad. VCIG.
MLGO.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta cut it. Oh, I just went short. Of course they make me go short.
AMPG.
AMPG.
So, I should have just taken the break-even day. I had a break-even day, and then I just lost it there, going 30,000 shares on VCIG.
JZXN.
I got a little cocky. That's too bad. That's
JZXN.
$1,000. Loop. Loop. Loopy poopy.
Broadcom, ticker AVGO, rising over $1 trillion market cap. Shares up 21%
JZXN.
following the company's quarterly report, ticker AVGO.
Loop.
Yeah, that was a nice dip on Loop, 173 to 180.
Loop.
But everyone is taking profit. I'm gonna have to go ham on a VCIG again, or just be done with it. I should
MLGO.
have taken the 500. My finger got a little loose. W key
West Northwest.
MLGO.
resumption at 580. Go to the daily chart. You know, the deal with this one is I feel like a lot of people are try for this. Oh, there it is. Look at the spreads on that.
MLGO.
Right into a halt up at 640.
MLGO.
What is the daily chart on this thing? $8 halt. Ooh, false halt.
INHD.
Right back to 640 again.
TNYA.
This is crazy.
West Northwest. TNYA.
That's tough price action.
WKEY. WKEY. WKEY.
WKEY.
So, we are coming up to Christmas holiday week, you know, so, you know, next week might not be better. We'll see.
WKEY.
Maybe some wild cards next week, but VCIG. You know, part of me is like, just wrap it up for the week. I've had a good week. Right into a big seller. Thankfully, he cracked.
MNTS.
Just took the 2 pennies. Loop is the only thing I'm making money on. VCIG, Scallywag stock. I should have taken my money on it.
UMAC.
That's too bad.
BTCT.
BTCT. Big spread. Loop.
Edelweiss. Yeah, I'll do ECIG looks like it's coming down. Maybe get a
GDI.
false breakdown through 589, but that seems as well risky.
GDI. MNTS. GDI. MNTS. VCIG.
Walk. UMAC.
CDIO. LDTC.
Oh, I went short. Maybe hey, maybe the short will work. Yes, it did work. Yes,
CDIO.
my accidental short worked. Yes, I should just be shorting this thing.
GDI.
So I don't know what the short fees are on it. Usually
GDI.
not that much.
MLGO. GDI.
I'm gonna be shorting the hell out of this thing.
GDI.
Does somebody know the short fees on this thing? I'm
GDI.
just kidding. The new short course coming soon.
JZXN.
Frick. I guess shorting is not as easy as I thought.
VSAT.
This month, enter this week. If I cut it here,
MLGO.
1200 red, I'd
GDI.
finish the week at $15,000. Still a pretty good week.
Walk.
MLGO.
Yeah, I see the false breakdown on this one, but you know what? There's no volume. Where do we go? Where do we go? What a day, dude. W key resumed.
UMAC.
Haven't went red. Hopefully he doesn't spiral on a day like this. Not saying anything to him, but I'm thinking about wrapping it up at this price at my loss here. I might start shorting VCIG. Can someone does anybody know the
VCIG.
cost of shorting on this one? Is there any way to look it up? Does anybody know how to do that?
PWM.
I also just keep an eye on Loop. I mean, Loop is getting kind of tight though. W key halt down. Whoa. I got all the way to break even on the day. And
CDIO.
all right, so it sounds like I can't go short anymore. It's like $30 every short. Is that coming off of the
Zone.
okay.
BBAI.
Whatever. I just won't go short today. I don't know what's gonna pop up on that box. Here, actually, I'll just pull it over here.
CDIO. CRDF.
Yeah, it's too expensive to sell short. Too expensive. $30 for 4,500 shares. So I've already paid like $60
CRDF.
to $100 in short fees, which Schwab loves. So I'll give Schwab some money.
UAMY.
So I won't be shorting. Yes.
NOTV.
W key. If W key chills out, we could get some scalping on it as it is now. Kind of a Humpty Dumped. We'll check on Heaven. Make sure he's not
NOTV.
doing anything bad. I knew it was. I knew it
MLGO.
was going to be a bad day.
MLGO.
Nah, this is an ugly one. About that. VCIG died. Loop is the only one that's like somewhat there.
CRDF. MSTX. Big spread.
I got in at
Loop.
84. It's so easy to lose a penny on these gosh darn tickers.
LDTC. Loop.
VCIG I had $500 on that would have, you know, I had a small red day and then now I
Zone.
have kind of a normal size red day. Okay. Yeah, Drew, that's smart.
GXAI.
There you go, Mike. Good to hear. A lot of you guys are green. Why is it that every time I'm red, you guys are green? Every time I'm green, you guys are red. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart on Loop. Let's look at the big boy pattern. Get this to 5. Big boy pattern, pre-market high, 209.
GXAI.
Daily chart pattern, $2.
GXAI.
Resistance. Okay. Eh.
GXAI. WKEY. WKEY.
Ross made a
WKEY.
gazillion.
QBTS.
W key just won't chill out.
GDI.
It's
CMRX.
putting in a wedge pattern here.
QBTS.
What?
QBTS.
Dude.
SNES.
AMPG.
Barely made any money on this thing. You know, if that was a low float, that would have taken off right there. Just that slight move.
BORR.
So I guess that's the lesson on loop. Just take the profit when you got it. Don't try to hold for some breakout.
LAES.
because Chances are you're not going to get it. It is getting to the end of the wedge here though. Nice.
Lion.
Loop. RGTI. MLGO.
VCIG's done, man. That sucks. I had money on that. The only place I'm
MLGO.
making money is on this freaking loopy loop, which has now just flushed.
MLGO. QBTS. UMAC.
Just take the profit. I was listening to you, Hatif. I had
SNES.
2 cents of profit. I just took it. I don't know. I got $900 red, which isn't bad. This isn't too bad, you know.
RGTI.
W key, we could still come to that. I'm just thinking it's not going to be W key. I don't think it's good for beginners. I don't even like it
LAES.
myself. Just because
RGTI.
it's just halting. It's not like a whole lot of price action going on. It is almost not too far off from gambling. Now it's not like as bad as gambling, but when you got all these halts, you're not getting a lot of price action going. It's just sort of resumption, teleports either up or down, halts for 10, 15 minutes. So it's just not the
LAES.
action that helps a trader be consistent, in my opinion.
MLGO.
Did he?
CRDF. LAES.
What is going on with Heaven with the D? Let's go back over there. Heaven.
VCIG. LAES.
It looks like he made out with profit. VCIG unfortunately just went to shoot.
Lion.
LAES. CRDF. DBGI.
Now down 220. He's doing better than me now. Ah, I'm so pissed.
WKEY.
I'm just not because Heaven's doing better than me. I like Heaven a lot, so that's not it. I'm just pissed that I cleaned up my red day and then I blew it away on VCIG.
NOTV.
Could go for a breakdown here.
NOTV.
This could be flushy. It's hard to know.
NOTV.
SNES.
NOTV. WKEY. WKEY.
The pattern is very bearish here. So although I saw green on the tape and that I usually would jump on that quick, I'm staying out of it. I think it's going to drop down here. I'm sitting at 900 red, which again, like I said, is like a $90 red day. You know, make it equivalent to what you guys. It's about a $90 red day. W key could be chilling out enough to go trade. I have to go look.
CVGI.
Oh my goodness.
WKEY.
So WHLR, both of the leading opportunities today both did me dirty. You know, and I'm usually a leading gapper kind of.
WKEY.
Walk.
I'm waiting to see if we get false breakdown. We have the low here at 168.
WKEY.
Ah, shoot. Lost $200. I only lost $100, I guess.
SNES.
I guess that was not a good pattern to hold. I probably
PSQH.
should have went short.
XGN.
It's like the inverse of what we usually like to trade.
SNES.
Nice little trick here. You can do minus
WKEY.
to
WKEY.
invert the chart.
WKEY.
Try to look at it as a different look.
WKEY.
VCIG, a little bit of a dub here. W key. Okay, let's get to W.
MLGO.
It seems to have chilled out enough now.
MLGO.
Apparently not enough. I got a $140 loss on it.
MLGO.
Okay. Let's see what's going on with
MLGO.
Wow. It really is just a scallywagger.
Rear.
Made back a little bit. It's unpredictable.
Loop.
Alt up 657. Okay. It's kind of cooling off now. I mean, it's kind of coming.
Loop.
I still think it's
MLGO.
garbage. Everything today is garbage. Even though this is good, it's still garbage. All A quality setups are immediately B quality. All
SNES.
C's are now D's.
SNES.
WKEY.
Zone.
WKEY.
It's so extended. I'm so excited.
WKEY.
SNES. SNES,
Okay, made a little bit there on
WKEY,
WKEY.
SNES,
oh.
DBGI.
No, this is a rats race. I'm gonna take my $40 on this for now and leave
Blue.
this alone. This is loop. It did rebound as I wanted it to,
Blue.
but not until after.
Loop.
Son.
Loop. WKEY.
WKEY, WKEY,
WKEY.
Not a fan, dude. That should have ripped right through $16. We should be at $16.30. It's grinding though. I'll give it that. Oh my gosh. There he goes.
MLGO.
Son. What's the float on Son? This has got to be a 10 million share float or something. Or 10 billion. Huh? Still sitting $1,000 red, and I'm just wondering where I'm gonna get this back.
PSQH.
VCIG is getting the Slamabama treatment.
MLGO. WKEY.
Serve.
West Northwest. Loop.
181, 187.
RGTI. GR.
BTSG,
DBGI. Loop. MLGO. GXAI. AMPG.
Just take the $100. Brings me back to 911. 911 Reds. Serve is something I would maybe watch. I would maybe watch for.
CRDF. SNES. DBGI. MLGO.
SNES,
MLGO.
Selling there at a caution. Hitting kind of some resistance here. Okay, that looks like it's done.
SNES. MLGO.
The rhythm on this isn't super great.
UMAC.
It's
SNES.
such a tough day.
MLGO.
282 million float on Son.
UMAC.
Yeah. Oof. Not good. Not good. Serve.
VCIG. WKEY.
WQ 1 million float. Seems like it.
WKEY. TV. WKEY.
It is not fun to trade this one.
SNES.
This is an account killer.
Northeast. Northeast. Northeast.
Serve kind of put in a double top. A little bit of a W
SNES.
on loop, but I'm not. I'm in late. on it.
SNES. SNES.
I'm at 866 red. That's not bad at all.
WKEY. SNES.
SNES. SNES.
SNES. NOTV.
Lost 170 bucks there.
MLGO.
Again, buying too late. No volume. Keep going back and forth everywhere. W key. I'm trying to avoid it because unless we see it like really prove itself, it's just a shaky mess right now.
MLGO.
You know what was working was serve.
SNES.
Ah, dude, serve.
WKEY.
Loop. How's Heaven doing?
WKEY.
Looks like he's done for the day. I think I might join him. Finish screen. Somehow. VCIG has this flat bottom. Sometimes those get bought up in reverse. Maybe I could hit that hard. Yeah, I could see that working. Edelweiss. VCIG will resurrect. I wouldn't be
SNES.
surprised if it falls below 180.
SNES.
Because you know how shorts are on this. Falls below 180, then takes off. I don't want it to take off here. I want it to fall through 180 and then put it. I want to see massive buying pressure. And then hopefully we get the run to 190. If I could hit that with 30,000 shares, boom, boom, boom.
SNES.
SNES.
SNES. UMAC.
Serve. I got $200 out of here, which is nice, but ain't that good. Let's see,
UMAC.
8:41 a.m. What's the SPY doing? SPY selling off? Oh, could try to go for a dip here, but below VWAP, it's dangerous.
WHLR.
Light volume.
SNES.
I keep waiting for a VCIG for possibly that false breakdown through 181.
SNES.
Serve dumping. W key dumping.
SNES.
Oh my goodness.
SNES.
What a day. What a goober.
SNES.
SNES.
VCIG could do a big flush.
SNES.
That's what we're kind of seeing what's going to happen here. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. This is... Okay, here it's coming. See what happens.
Grr.
I also see a potential on the... Can't move. I don't think I'm going to go ham.
SNES.
This could be a big flush here.
SFHG. SFHG.
That just cost me $30 for this trade.
SNES.
SNES. SNES. SNES. SNES.
SNES.
BTSG.
TV.
Can a kid catch a break? Man, you would think you'd just get a flush here, but
Fine.
no.
SFHG. UMAC.
Gosh, this is like watching paint dry.
GR.
Well, of course.
GR.
Not only did I lose on that trade, I lost $30 to short it as well. Oh. This kind of month, man. How do you make money today? You don't. And we knew that from the gap scanner right away.
UMAC.
And I've loop. I should just
UMAC.
66 to 74. Things rockets. Obviously, hindsight's 2020.
GXAI.
Serve.
LPTH.
This is one of the few tickets I'm green on
LPTH.
as well.
AMPG. AMPG.
That's pretty good.
PWM.
1180 up to 12.2.
SFHG.
GXAI hitting scanners.
SFHG.
Sinest, yeah, it's a maybe. What's the float on it? I hitting my scanner.
LPTH.
Of course, this is probably where. Yeah, VCIG is just too far gone.
LPTH.
I serve time and time again, man.
LPTH. LPTH. LPTH.
LPTH.
LPTH.
Sellers are stacked here, though.
Loop. SFHG.
VCIG, bro.
SFHG. SFHG. UAMY.
Chased it. Lost all my profit on it. VCIG. Bottoms out 108. So
LDTC.
good thing I cut that short.
AMPG.
I can remember the Black Ops 2 days too. Those were the days, man. I was so good at Black Ops 2. I was so good
VCIG.
at it. Basically what I got at Black Ops 6. Run a couple matches on Nuketown.
Serve. VCIG.
SNES.
Oh
SNES.
my gosh.
Serve.
Serve. Every time I look away,
MSOX.
it's going. But slowly. I mean, but slowly. VCIG, we could do a pullback trade. Could we do it?
SNES.
I suppose maybe we could. VCIG, 5 minutes, 1 minute pullback. I like the original Black Ops too. I still have vivid I
UMAC.
still have vivid
QBTS.
memories of coming home with Black Ops 6 or Black Ops original.
UMAC.
Yeah, and playing it. It was that snow map. I remember playing it, and you know, and then the
UMAC.
zombies got so into the zombies on Black Ops original. I mean, I was in middle school then, I
WKEY.
think, at that time. This Xbox 360, played zombies till midnight, played hours and hours of this scallywag game.
RGTI.
I don't know what's going on here. This is resuscitate. I want it to come down more, and then we'll try to buy the dip. It's trying to curl here. Someone's holding it, but I just don't think there's volume. Oh my gosh. The lobbies, dude, is crazy. I love search and destroy. Trash talking.
WKEY.
You get you know, you go through, you go through
WKEY.
different clans. What the heck? I had pressed a buy order.
WKEY. WKEY. WKEY.
Oh. The bot's so
WKEY.
late.
WKEY. CSBR. Watch the spread. WKEY. BIVI. DBGI. SNES. MLGO. SNES.
I got swindled. I got swindled. No, now I went short 9,000
OSTX.
shares. Oh, no, just
VCIG.
4,000. Gotta buy it back because now it's gonna pop. Oh, max frustration. Yeah, I saw he was doing well. And then I
BIBI.
saw that he had went red. It was unfortunate. I likewise am
SNES.
failing to make money today. Look at the spreads on this scallywag garbage. Dude, you can't. How do you
CDIO.
No.
SNES. SNES.
This is gonna be my first red day of the month if I take it.
DBGI. DBGI. CDIO.
Things are falling into oblivion.
DBGI.
Could have just completely destroyed
SOWG.
it.
Oh, is Blair
Don't
here?
do it. Okay.
BTSG.
Trade your setup. If you don't have a setup, you don't trade. Right?
I don't know, Blair. You should ask them. There's a lot of them that were
Very
making money
simple.
today. Fact.
DBGI.
I'm taking 20K
DBGI.
shares and I'm losing.
DBGI.
I don't know
DBGI.
about this. I had the right idea about this false breakdown, but it was
Alrighty,
such a
so my
DBGI.
balance is 61.5 to 3.5. VWAP's down here at around 65.
WKEY.
Double check.
the second I pulled up the
Almost
gap screen, I'm like,
66
this is
now.
garbage.
DBGI.
God, dang it.
And we are above
DBGI.
cost basis. We're above 65 3/4. The overnight point of
SNES.
control is 65 1/4.
DBGI.
This will be my first red day. Probably, most likely. I fought every day this week.
Or high in the overnight. So
well,
we know that
yesterday
there's a
was actually
seller
pretty
here.
smooth. But this day right
We
here,
know that there's sellers here.
holy crap.
London's going to open
So,
in 10 minutes. So
things
the
are
London,
getting
you're going to look for that stop
especially
on
shaky.
the open.
This one was
Right?
minus
If it
4,000.
lowers, if it
up
goes down and
4,000.
tries to correct inventory lower, let's see if that happens.
My thoughts on
questions?
this is try to catch a dip.
BTSG.
SMST.
5-minute looks terrible. Serve is almost a better option.
WKEY.
Oh my gosh, no, just take the red day. No, this is where you lose a lot of money.
ETHD.
Loop, I've made good money on. VCIG,
MLGO.
what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Dude, just take the Friday off. Or
Yep, there's a seller right there. Yesterday's halfback.
time is at 9 a.m.
SNES. SNES. MLGO.
Let's watch it. I have a memory of this pattern. I've like seen this pattern before, and it never ends well.
MLGO. MLGO. CRDF. SNES.
Hello and welcome to the room.
AMPG.
Halfback is the middle, Georgie. This little white
AMPG.
letter right here. Halfback is the middle. It's a weird Chicago way of saying the middle.
This is so dangerous. I'm so tempted to spam it here, but I should have. I was
CRDF.
tempted, and now it's too late.
CRDF.
181. I can try to wait for a dip, I guess. Ooh, good. Good thing I didn't get in. That thing's bad. Let's get it. Hit.
AMPG. SOWG. SNES.
Oh, just take the
AMPG.
profit. Frick. Can't be caught holding in this market. Where did I get dinged on? Oh, VCIG, I got
SNES.
dinged on.
SNES. SNES.
Yeah, sometimes we used to use it,
I'm
but
gonna be
I
real,
stopped
SNES.
using it as a
upset if
reference
this.
because I just
John,
had too
how
much
are you
stuff
out
on my
on the
screen.
rig? SNES.
It's still reactive
SNES
sometimes,
was
right?
not bad.
The middle is, you
Now,
know, often you'll have
spreads on it are a little sketchy.
stuff,
WKEY.
you'll have execution programs execute in the middle of a range. That's all it is.
Bahai.
SNES.
NVD,
SNES.
CDLX,
So I had $200 on serve, lost it all. I don't know, guys.
Pretty quiet,
It's
huh?
just come to the point of no return.
Not much going on.
We're at the point of no return. The final chapter. All right, fly back Tuesday. Yeah, I'm guessing
WKEY.
Allegiant. Or no, probably not Allegiant.
WKEY.
Yeah, it's doing what I thought it would do, but not in. Just can't.
Hey,
buy
man,
it
how are you?
Because it's
WKEY.
Yes.
It's a
ABT
scallywag
Abbott
failure.
raising their dividend from
The
55
difference
cents
between
to
T plus
59
one,
cents.
NXGL,
It's Alpha
I
Bravo
find
Tango
now that
ABT.
Okay.
I found the range is larger.
116 likes. Looks like the trading farmer has to take his first red day in over a month.
Find a lot more poor highs and lows.
Well over a month. Not used to being red. What the
Basically, I find that the ranges are a lot bigger. And
last time
WKEY.
I was red was 1901.
the market has been, I think the market has been more difficult to trade.
It's whatever. Obviously, it's just
That's just my.
you can't. I don't really.
WKEY.
I can't really.
There's less
complain too
liquidation,
much.
exactly.
WKEY.
Right. I find the market's been choppier. There's less liquidation. There's less follow through. It's not as smooth.
It sucks. I don't
right,
know
with
if I'm
1 day
gonna
settlement,
be able to
and
get
then
out of this one.
you know, they're looking to go to same day settlement. I don't know what that's going to be like.
3, 1, 2, 3, 900.
And this is
bucks. I
why I'm
could've
always
made some
preaching
money
about
there.
risk management and,
Serve.
you know, not taking bad trades. You know, it's like measure 3 times, cut once in this market.
VCIG does have that 5-minute
That
dub dub.
that's what I'm finding.
Okay.
Loop.
I see.
WKEY.
This 1160.
MLGO.
That's nice. 10 cents. Yeah.
MNTS.
Also, I think it's this month definitely the Globex sessions.
WKEY.
Ever since Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving, Globex sessions have not been great trading at all. And you know, usually like it'll last for like a week, maybe 2, but it doesn't. It's been like 6 weeks now that the Globex sessions
That's
have
not
been
good.
really, really choppy, really tight. You know, it's going through the end of the year. Like even more so than usual, they've been choppy. So
WKEY.
the only kind of trading that I've been able to do that's been successful, and
WKEY.
I've been myself, I think I'm getting a little burnt out, because I'm not trading nearly as much. If I have one
Have to
good
cut
trade
it
a
for
day, I'm
loss.
happy.
$500 loss. It takes me to 1750 red. So that was no fun.
The
Getting to the
opportunities
point
are
of,
definitely far less.
dangerous.
The risk is worse.
Very
The
dangerous.
only thing that I found is good is
of
to
course,
build a
there
position
it
and then
rebounds
sell
back
into
up. 1177.
Like here, when it's doing this balance thing here, you build a position in this area
NXGL,
where
NXGL,
you build little positions and then you sell them. But you got to sell them,
NXGL,
right? You can't get greedy,
NXGL.
right? You build a position and you sell into it. You build a position and sell into it.
WKEY.
Because
WKEY.
to hold the trade through this and
I don't
through
think I even made a
this,
single dollar on that trade.
right?
It looked cool
It's
though.
possible,
SNES.
but your trade management has to be spectacular.
Dude.
And let's face it, in my time as a trader, I've
Good
met
to hear,
maybe 3 or
Jake.
4 people
Yeah,
who
I'm
have
just
spectacular
CRDF.
trade management
my
skills
money here.
out of thousands, right?
That was a nice W, yeah. That would have been
Here's
nice
London.
to know.
Let's see what it does.
MNTS.
530.
SNES.
Whippy action. VCIG.
OSTX. ABL. WKEY.
Serve. I had the idea it would do that
DBGI.
just because I looked at the pattern and I bet you it will take off here, but I can't chase it up that high.
DBGI.
VCIG. I'm running out of time.
No, I think the markets always go in
BTSG.
cycles, John.
DBGI.
The markets go in cycles.
This is the final chapter.
DBGI.
This is probably gonna dump. What's the borrow fee on this?
DBGI.
What's the borrow fee on
DBGI.
this? Of course, the one I go short on is the one that goes
The spike base on the
DBGI.
candles.
up. You honestly can't.
Sorry,
make
trade
this up.
maker.
Every trade I
this
take
end
is just
spike base?
straight account destroyer.
I'm a bit confused.
Where are we at?
From
1900 red. Wow, 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 wow. Okay.
MLGO.
So you find out your fees, and they had a really good they had really good explanation. You click auto send
here?
off, and then you can click. So going back to which is that one? I'll look here. I'm gonna pull it up
MDAI.
over here. Market.
Well, if you just mark on your chart, the spike base is 60.44
BTSG,
and 3/4.
It's very cheap.
WKEY.
Very cheap to short. Very cheap to short. WQ.
IHF.
With 2,700 shares, it was like $3. So it's very short, very cheap to short this scallywagger. It is coming up here. I'm going to go down to 900 shares.
That's that day that we couldn't take out 60.38 and a
AMPG.
half.
LAES. WKEY.
Lost another additional $80.
WKEY,
Prime to go.
BTSG,
WKEY,
CPIX, LAES,
What? Dude, you cannot hardly ever get profit on this. Serve
WKEY,
goes, so
MLGO,
um
WKEY, MLGO,
CPIX, Lung,
WKEY,
Still no correction to overnight inventory, eh? Mm.
WKEY,
concert at 6 p.m. tonight.
WKEY, SPHL,
You can. There you go with your 45 degrees.
Yes. I wonder if people lie. You tell me if people
So, sorry, I'm a little behind.
WKEY,
Think just generally tired at the end of the week.
Oh, the vote. Yeah, I forgot about the vote.
BTSG.
62% green. That's pretty good.
WKEY,
Last night,
WKEY,
But
that
you gotta
liquidation,
understand, the people usually only vote when they're
the
green.
way it's playing
So
out
it's not
now,
that people are
DSS.
lying. It's just that people
is
when
like
they're
that old
red
catcher's mitt, where
DSS,
tend
that
to
liquidating inventory is taken in, right, by wholesale hands, right? You can see it right here, right? If you look at the TPO chart, or
LAES.
tend
even if
to,
you drew
not vote. Right? They're
volume
sad,
profile,
they're depressed. They
right?
don't want to vote. They don't want anybody to
PWM.
know.
Do you see that, folks? Does everybody see this? Does everybody see what I'm pointing to? Okay. That is
DSS,
liquidating
QBTS,
inventory in the last
DBGI,
It is just really whippy. A lot of market orders.
hour of trading, hour and a half of
A
trading.
lot of something.
Okay. So what that means,
CDIO,
right? So this is the last 1.5 hours, right, of trade. Why would that happen? I'm going to use this time to talk about this
Yeah, ups and
because
downs.
really not
PWM.
much is going on
You know,
other
especially
than
this is
we're in
probably going to be my
distribution
first
now
red
above
day
VWAP. So look for these
in,
levels if you're long.
LAES,
in a
Okay.
while now. I kind of
QBTS.
bled
Now,
it to 2K,
what
which I'm
this
on the
is a
verge
good
of getting
thing
a little
for you guys to
triggered here.
understand because it happens on
PWM,
every time frame. So at the end of the day, nobody wants to hold. Remember, this
MLGO.
market is traded a lot by
WKEY,
speculative traders, right? Speculative money.
LAES,
So, it
So
just took
once
the
we
80
started
bucks,
taking out
whatever it was.
65,
That gets me
right?
back above,
You see a lot of
below
people
2,000.
SFHG,
came in here and
Moving
transacted
in the
here,
right direction.
right? They also transacted a lot here. So what this
Serve,
means
I had
is
the right idea, just got chopped up. Obviously,
this liquidating volume,
such light volume.
right? They took it in J
UAMY.
period, and then they
Sucks
added
because I
to
had
it
$200. That's 500
in the end of the
bucks.
day, right?
SFHG,
Now they're
DSS.
using the fact that there's no one selling at night because all these traders have flushed out. This is what we call inside inventory. There's no outside sellers. These are inside sellers. These are people who
WKEY,
speculatively bought the market looking for a flip higher because it was up yesterday, right? And then they got sold out
DSS,
and they all hit the bid before the end of the day and got out. Okay. So
VCIG,
when they do
BTSG.
that,
it has no volume.
what happens is
The patterns I'm recognizing, hindsight,
inventory has to go
especially,
somewhere,
SMST.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. But
So this is a great opportunity for those traders who are
beyond that,
short
I mean,
BTSG.
VCIG's got to
from
really
2
heat up.
days ago
It
to
could.
come in and cover.
You never know
okay?
because it's put in a pretty solid
then
support.
The
You got a lot of people
wholesale
going
builds a
short.
position. So
You
if
know,
these
you
are the
could get
short
that
sellers that are
we
covering,
could get that off
this
chance
is
of a
wholesale
breakout on
building a position, and then we come in.
Next thing you know,
when
we're
the
up at
DSS.
market
2,
opens.
giant pullback.
The market comes
back
right
up to
back into this
215,
position. If
hit
you
that
notice
with a
the
million
overnight
shares, and
low,
boom, boom, boom,
stop
boom.
selling. Why? Because the shorts are trapped under here. This is where the shorts are bid. Do you guys see this?
You know, a lot of people did struggle.
Does this
make sense?
LAES.
Break down
So
165,
we came in
175,
and the
then
market went like this,
The movement
and then
is
it turned
there, but
around
not
and it
for
came
the
back
quick
down.
hyper scalping.
But look exactly
And-
where it came down to,
Ugh.
right to where the position is that the wholesale built on top of the short sellers. That is what creates support,
Loop.
right? Now you understand the dynamics of how markets work. You understand that you shouldn't be shorting here. And enough people
WQ.
did, because look at this now. This isn't created by the fact that there's a
DBGI.
huge amount of buying. It's created by the fact that enough people sold it short underneath 65
Dude,
that
I was
they're
gonna go for that short there.
struggling to cover in the overnight now because they
Could've been good.
initiated short under 61.
You know what
DSS.
still it makes me mad is serve
LAES.
1170, but it's just so slow.
LAES.
It's like watching paint dry. Terrible. We can't even get like
DBGI. DBGI.
we can't even get.
And that's how you create support. Hopefully that helps. Same thing happens on a shorter time frame. This is the exact same thing.
The spreads just don't work on serve.
AHCO.
Oh, sucks.
This is what
UMAC.
creates the look below and fail. This is what creates when markets sell off and move back up again. Right? And if you understand this dynamic, then it helps you take better
DSS.
longs. It helps you keep from taking bad shorts. It helps you manage your risk,
BTSG. DSS.
right? It's an all-in-one
DSS.
system of understanding, so you can take this now and build
This is really
an
risky.
execution plan around it. So if you were building a position here and it took out that overnight low, then you know that the buying here is all from short sellers, and they might just go like this and let the market drop so
I'm
they can
hoping
take
shorts get
advantage,
stopped
right?
out.
So if you're building a position, you use these levels
FOSL.
There we go.
to get out of it. Save your long 63, 64, right? So save your long
Shares of
63,
Novo Nordisk,
64
ticker
on
NVO,
maybe 50
rebounding
contracts for our
following a
larger
spike
traders,
or
right?
following a drop
20
around
contracts,
11.
50 contracts,
Stock
even
down
10.
around 2.5% for
And
the
that
session.
B low takes out the B low. That's your warning sign, right? Just like if
Earlier
if
report
you're
on a
building
study
that
linking
63 position
to
and we
rare
get
vision
DBGI.
loss in
BTSG.
okay, this is
Ozempic.
warning. And if it takes out 61 and a half, then you can cut all the risk of your position, right? Then when it comes back up, you can add to it again. That's what larger traders do. They manage their risk with
I
size.
had to take whatever I had
They
there.
size down.
Brings me back down to 1700. I was
And
hoping for it to
then
rip up to 212,
They
1212, but I couldn't hold it any longer.
size up when the trade
DBGI.
starts going in their favor. Does this make sense? And this is how you manage your risk. Right? Let me know, guys. And that's how you build positions.
WKEY.
So this is how you can build a position using a 1-minute candle chart. This is how you build positions using a half-an-hour candle chart. You start doing it on this, right? You start learning how to do it here, right?
Shoot.
Once you get good at it and actually
Shoot.
start making money, then you can transfer
AMPG.
the knowledge
Kind of
through
rushed into
time
this one.
frames. This is a scalable method of trading. If you can manage trading this,
Zone.
later on you will have the
Zone.
skills to manage this. And this is a beautiful trade because
Nice.
this is where you're
Zone.
buying 40, 50, 20, 30, 40, 50 contracts, and you're selling them
VCIG.
as the market goes up, and it just takes you out. So say you're long 50 here, you sell 10 here, you sell 10 here, you sell 10 here, right? By this time of the morning, you're completely flat and you've made what, 30, 40, 50 grand,
WKEY.
right? Here you can do it to make $300-400, right? It's
WKEY.
Cut
scalable,
it.
right? It's
Okay,
100%
2200 red.
scalable.
I tried to be noble
The other
there.
thing too is it manages your risk,
Didn't work
WKEY.
out.
IPHA.
right? It manages your risk because you know
That was a
where to get out
$500
of the
loss.
trade.
This is probably going to hit.
What kind of market
LDTC.
can you use it in?
You
right?
know,
You can start
on,
practicing this
Ooh, nice false break.
on
I just,
sim
I'm missing
in a
everything. I feel the
BYSI.
SMFG.
break even trade.
PWM.
I'm getting nowhere. Yeah, 563, man. If I would have just got that dip.
WKEY.
This is slowly turning into the day of which I didn't want to do.
IPHA. IPHA. IPHA.
PWM.
IPHA.
IPHA.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. Serve is the one that continually works.
SATL.
Okay, I'm
TTAN.
snowballing here live. I have to shut it
IPHA.
down,
IPHA.
I think.
IPHA.
VCIG, man. 1, 2. Missed them both. I saw them and I didn't take them.
IPHA. Chai.
I don't know if you can say I'm that focused. Oh my gosh.
WKEY.
Yeah, it's gonna be a flush. Okay. Have to be done. That's a snowball.
Grr.
Have to emergency shutdown. You know, it's so I was at about
IPHA.
1500 red.
WKEY.
And then I
IPHA.
overtraded to 2500
ECX.
IPHA.
on garbage. I mean, W key.
MSTX.
SMFG.
Big spread.
Emergency shutdown. Yep, emergency shutdown.
BYSI. Grr.
Or not.
LDTC.
Oh,
TTAN.
or not.
Grr.
Back on, baby.
LDTC. IPHA.
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 Yeah, look at how bad my entry is. Right into a big
IPHA.
seller.
IPHA.
ENTA.
IPHA.
IPHA.
IPHA. AMPG.
out for a $50 loss. That takes me to 2.6. I'm an idiot.
WKEY.
VCIG is
IPHA.
unrecognizable. Serve
TTAN.
IPHA.
garbage. And the sad thing was I was buying down at 1176, like thinking, okay, yeah, this thing's gonna curl.
IPHA.
Loop.
It did curl, but not before stopping me out. Okay. Oh, taking the red day.
SIDU.
I have to. 2600 is bad. It's a snowball, but a snowball to 2600 is not too bad, I guess.
SIDU.
SMFG.
It's just hard. It's hard to give in, man. Hard to give in. It's
SNES. LDTC.
you know, I knew it from the gap scanner. I said, not good. Not good. And yeah, there's W key. His W key is not super easy either. The spreads are very tricky. Predicting this
LDTC.
thing is a bear to do. 6. 10,
TTAN.
you know. Yeah, maybe I could get some money on this one day, but 93, it's tough.
ENTA.
Nowhere. I mean,
WKEY.
I think loop through VWAP is a maybe.
AMPG.
I feel like loop will go
WKEY.
too, John. That's kind of my thought too, but then again, it's like, man, what if it doesn't? And you know.
WKEY.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
WKEY. WKEY.
AHCO.
BTSG. QBTS.
Is VCIG a short? Is that a short here?
TTAN.
RGTI.
Oh my god.
CRDF.
SIDU.
The range is so tight.
SIDU.
SIDU. WBA.
Spokesperson
ACHR.
for Nancy Pelosi says Pelosi sustained an injury in Luxembourg and that she is receiving treatment.
Slower market. Slower markets are difficult to scalp.
WKEY.
The way to get around that is to build positions. Now, here's the down part.
NL.
This is the downside of
Big
it.
spread.
Okay? As I
Mind.
talked about what's good about it.
That
Here's the
appears
bad.
to be
The
it,
bad
guys.
is
I cannot.
you have to have discipline.
Zone.
Okay? If you don't have discipline, you can't do this.
We go for a scallywag
NL.
dip
If you
on this
freeze,
Mind.
right?
NL.
Longer time frames, bigger positions. Exactly, John. Right?
NL. Watch the spread.
If you freeze, if you don't stick to rules,
IPHA.
NL.
if you have no
IPHA.
discipline, this is a great way to
IPHA.
blow up your account. Because what you'll do is, if
IPHA.
the reason for the trade goes away, you'll stubbornly
NL.
add to the trade,
Watch the spread.
right? Instead of cutting, because you got to sell, right? If you have inventory that nobody wants to buy,
NL.
you got to get rid of it before
NL. Watch the spread.
before you start taking
What's the
really
float
big
on
losses on
RGTI?
it. Does that make sense?
NL.
Right? So when
NL.
you're building a
Big
position,
spread.
you absolutely have
NL.
to get out of it. You are going to take heat. You are going to suffer a drawdown. But that is what we call a business expense. Does everybody understand that?
NL halted. QUBT.
Right?
IPHA. IPHA.
This is, and this,
IPHA.
I don't recommend this for small retail traders
IPHA. IPHA.
until they learn how to stick
IPHA.
to
Good
their
about
guns,
that.
IPHA.
stick to their method, right? But once you get to that level,
IPHA.
right,
IPHA.
then if you're
IPHA.
building a 63 position and the market starts taking out, say, the bottom of these candles here at 62, say you're long 5 contracts, you automatically get rid of 3,
IPHA. IPHA.
right? And if it takes out 61.5, you lose the other 2.
IPHA.
Okay. Now, it could stop and come back up, and you could re-add to the position. You could do that again, right? You could, and I do.
BTSG.
WKey.
Right?
What's the story on this one?
SP.
So
PAI.
first, you do it on the sim to train your execution skills, to train yourself to do things automatically without thinking, right? Then you go to micros, right? So
We'll
what
wait
do
for
you
a
need
dip
for
and we'll
this
try to
kind of
ride it up to
trade? Here are the
630.
ingredients for the lasagna. You need slow price action, right? You need to identify areas where the selling shuts off right at cost basis, right? And then you need to work on buying and selling. So the thing is, once you're in a long, people don't want to get out of the long, even if it's going down, right? You have to get into the habit of selling and taking a loss. Take your
RGTI?
P&L off your screen,
IPHA.
It's tough.
right? Now the problem is I don't think funded trader programs support this type of trading,
WKEY.
from what I understand. I don't know if they do, right?
WBA.
So maybe this is something you do with your
TNGX.
own account once you've established and you're getting income from the funded trader programs. Okay? So you learn how to build positions. The
UAMY.
secret to learning how to build a position is learning how to
DBI.
sell that position or get rid of or
AMPG.
size that position down without thinking.
No, can't go
Does
short.
that make sense?
Probably for the best.
Works both
SMFG.
long and short. If you're in a
AMPG.
position and you have some size on, right? Even 3 to 5 contracts,
RGTI.
right? You have to think,
AHCO.
WBA.
if this is not, if this is starting to not work, what is the first thing I do? Is I start cutting my size.
WKEY.
Does that make sense? This
$5.
will
Here we
save
go.
you so much in trading psychology
UAMY.
because it makes common sense, right? Like if it makes common sense and you can understand that when things start
UAMY.
going wrong, you should start cutting the number of contracts that you're
UAMY.
holding. Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. Then, because most people freeze, that's the problem. Everybody freezes when they're in a bad trade because they don't want to take the loss. Right? You have to take that and reframe the way
UAMY.
Watching shares of Walgreens, ticker WBA, seeing a report that Sycamore Partners has approached lenders about funding its prospective acquisition.
Had to take that.
CDIO.
That's a little bit of profit. I
Walgreens
got
shares
illegal.
popping here, now up
EVOK halted.
3.9%.
OSTX. Watch the spread. IPHA. IPHA.
Yala.
NL is expected to resume in 20 seconds. OSTX.
LANB.
MNTS.
NL.
NL resumed. MNTS. IPHA. IPHA. WKEY. Zone.
Got to break even trade at least. Proven to not be
Zone.
very easy to scalp this. I know. It's been
QBTS.
garbage. It really has.
WKEY. AIYY.
So I had the range. Yeah, I didn't hold it. I should have held it. I had to try to get a dip.
WKEY.
TRVI.
Jeez. And I had the right idea too.
TRVI.
PWM. PWM.
TRVI.
33,000 share seller.
PWM. PWM.
PWM.
PWM. PWM.
WKEY.
PWM.
PWM.
PWM. PWM. TNGX.
PWM. WKEY. WKEY.
You're green?
EVOK is expected
Yeah,
to
me
resume in
too.
20
Wow, I
seconds.
didn't go green, but frick.
QMCO.
As soon as I took that trade, trading dad came in and says
WKEY.
he just got green.
EVOK
on it.
resumed.
What's up on it is unknown at this
WKEY.
point. W key 58.
WKEY. WKEY.
Got some of that SC. All right, back in the game,
WKEY.
boys.
WKEY.
Back in the game. That cuts
IPW.
my loss down a lot. Maybe I should just take that.
WKEY. WKEY. WKEY.
MNTS.
WKEY halted.
TNGX.
We'll wait for this to heat up. Rigatoni? What's the float on rigatoni here? Massive float.
Dave.
MLGO. MLGO.
Ah, man, he was given a nice little push, and then all of a sudden it sucked. Watching serve for the break of
LDTC.
12:18.
CMRX.
Got my loss down to
AIYY.
900, which is nice.
Walk.
VUZI. Serve.
660 resumption on W key. Resuming in about 2 minutes.
Serve.
Serve.
SNES. SRFM. SNES.
Lost 200 bucks on
TRVI.
RGTI. Should have never traded it. Got in too late to it. Takes me back 1,000 red.
SPAI.
SPAI. Big spread.
Should have never touched it.
You do this, right? You have to look at a
Going back
trading
to
loss
670
like a business
resumption
expense.
price on W
Right?
key.
Any
I'm not
business
sure I
that you
wanna
get
mess with
into,
it.
you're going to have expenses,
SNES.
Walk.
SPAI.
right? A smart person minimizes their expenses.
$8.
Does that make
Yeah, I can
sense?
see that.
SPAI.
Okay, good. So you have to train yourself to sell, right? Everybody gets into this business, and for some reason, I don't know what it is,
I would have
QBTS.
they
been
get
back
into
green
their
on it.
head that they're going to
Too
buy
bad.
something and it's going to go to the
680
moon,
resumption now
and they have to
on,
hold it all the
WP.
time. And then when it goes down, it's got to go back up, and they just will not take the loss. That's really bad business. That's like selling Betamax VCRs, right? and not
Guilt.
putting them on sale when you know that
It's
VHS
just
is
not
going to
a.
wipe
It's
you
just not a
out.
beautiful resumption.
That's just bad business. You're going
It might
to
rip,
get
but
stuck with a bunch of inventory at a higher price that you cannot sell. You have to visualize it that way. If you don't visualize it in a business capacity, you are at a distinct disadvantage and you will lose money consistently.
MLGO.
Right? When you are long, you are a merchant who has inventory. If you do not discount that inventory when there are no buyers, you are stuck with inventory that you cannot sell. So you're stuck with product that nobody wants to buy.
SPAI.
Does that make good business sense?
WKEY
So
is
when you're
expected to
in a
resume in
trade
20
and
seconds.
it's not going well and you're long, you have to start cutting size
Rigatoni,
immediately.
VCIG is coming back.
You have to train yourself to do that
Serve.
because it's uncomfortable to do so. You always have to
WKEY.
think,
Grr.
I'm cutting this size and
WKEY.
I'm taking this loss
WKEY.
for the good of my business.
WKEY.
Does it help
SPAI.
when you look at this in this manner? Right?
IONQ.
You have to think, for the good
No
of my
volume.
business, I have to make this maneuver. It's going to hurt in the
Waiting on
short
this
term,
one.
but in the long term, I'm saving my capital.
Blue.
Right? Nobody wants to
should
buy
just
these
SPAI.
shut down.
VCRs.
I mean, that's
I'm going
nice
to put
to
them
have
on
gotten
sale
my
and get them the
26
hell out of the
IONQ.
door
down to 1,000.
because they're
Even though
burning
I
a
had
hole
it
in
to
my
800.
pocket.
But I threw it away on
Right? It's just garbage. You've got to
couple
get rid of it.
IONQ.
5 minute
Right?
on serve looks
Otherwise,
good, but the 1 minute
that's
makes
it.
no sense.
IONQ.
Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to get rid of it
STXS.
because you're forced to get rid of it in a bankruptcy. And that's what getting
WKEY.
liquidated in your account, when your account liquidates and you won't sell, they liquidate it for you because you're borrowing their money to do business. Right? You're borrowing money from your brokerage firm to do business. So
SPAI.
they're not going to let you blow up their brokerage firm. You can blow up your account, but we are going to liquidate you. So this is why you have to do this. And you have to get in the habit of taking losses
WKSP.
and not looking at them at losses, looking at them as expenses.
Just gonna sell. It might be a breakout on.
You cannot
on
be
this
a trader
one,
and
I
not
can't
take losses.
stand serve.
You are going to
just
have
drops out of
business
nowhere.
expenses in
Just
any
broke
business.
through. It just
It is ludicrous
broke
to think that you
through
can
high
operate a
of
business
day
without any expenses.
right there.
CBTS.
So you might get a breakout here, but I'm not sitting around for it.
Right?
Coming back here, got my loss down to 800 so far.
WKEY.
Look at this thing just creeping.
See ya, Baba.
LDTC.
Yesterday's
Guys,
point of
get
control
your
was at
P&Ls in the
76.
Discord if you can.
LDTC.
Of course, I'm sitting red today. But not a nice.
Yala. WKSP.
LDTC.
Down to 484 red. RGTI rigatoni garbage. I hate it, but it is working.
IONQ.
Loop. STFS. SPAI. CRDF.
Rigatoni.
STFS.
So next period, we'll probably have some single prints.
I just get chopped on this thing, man. I don't want to.
The short sellers are going to be trapped.
Serve.
Serve went to 1230. So
Right?
definitely
They're going to be trapped.
did not catch very
SPAI.
well on that one.
Serve.
71 3/4 to wherever the next period
Man.
opens up.
CRDF.
Okay.
WKEY.
So double of the balance is 67
QBTS.
half. Doubling it again is
CPIX.
75 half. And we are almost at
Shoot.
75 half. One tick away. There it is. I think we printed, yeah, 75.5 is the high.
NTCL halted.
Let's see
IPO,
what happens
release
now.
for quotation.
IONQ.
Right? Everybody got short last night at the end of the day, thinking that we were going to go and break 6,000.
MNTS.
You see how this repeats itself over and over and over again.
SPAI.
The reason is that people don't understand
Down to 180 red.
that markets have limited
Coming
supply.
back to green, boys.
We are in a business cycle right now, in a period in history where we've had the least amount of supply of publicly
ASPI.
traded stock ever. The supply of these stocks is concentrated among very large money managers, right? Who have trillions, who hold that as an investment. That investment is paid for in cash,
VCIG.
so it's not
SPAI.
subject to
Red
margin
now,
call
though.
liquidation. So BlackRock owns 1 billion shares of Apple, and the price goes down. They don't have to sell it. It's paid for in cash. They're also holding it for 30 to 40 years.
SGMO.
Right? That is long-term investment money, right? That takes stock out of circulation. So out of the 15 point something billion shares available to trade in
280.
Apple,
Oh,
maybe
John
40 or
boys
50
coming
million
back.
of that trades
We
on
got
a daily basis.
136 likes.
UPST.
Big day is 200 million shares, right? So less than 1%
Can
of
the
the
green
stock
streak
trades.
continue? Can Farmer pull off the impossible?
It just keeps getting marked up every month
Live.
because the business is built on
WKUY.
marking up a price so you can charge more to
If it wasn't,
manage
if I
people's
wouldn't
assets
have been
and
red on
take more of the
RGTI, it
profits.
would be green right now.
It's not rocket science. Nobody ever talks about this. You'll never talk about
Hmm.
concentration of equity supply on CNBC. You'll never see that.
WKSP.
They don't talk about it at all.
CPIX.
Right.
TNGX.
CPIX.
I talk about it because my entire life has been structuring companies.
I do
So
gotta get
how a
over to
company
my
is
friend's
structured
house.
is going to affect the way
I
it
am
trades.
late.
So a company has 200 million shares in the floating supply and it's distributed all over the place. It's going to be sloppy. If that same
UPST.
company, if you take it and you concentrate the supply of stock in the depository trust system, if you concentrate it among certain institutions or individuals,
to
the
cut
stock
it.
is what we call
Ah,
tight,
for
and it will move
unfortunately,
higher
trade did not work.
without very much buying because the selling
How much did I lose
is,
there?
the supply
7
is
cents.
held tightly, right? And there's nothing wrong with chart patterns, right? But these
CPIX.
patterns are trying to talk to us.
Huh. Well,
WKUY.
So overnight high is at 76 and a quarter.
it's getting shaky
And
again.
if
This
we
thing's a hard.
stay
It's a
over
hard thing to
75
do
and
this.
a half,
WQ. I'm
it's gonna
wondering if I
rotate
should
up
just be
again.
wise and take the 448.
It's a crazy market.
CPIX.
Or
Right.
do we try to save the
But
green
all
streak?
you need to do,
Oh my
ladies and
God.
gentlemen, is look.
UPST.
WKUY.
Let me just get rid of all the drawings. Okay. We liquidated, right? The market sold off. Hang on. Check this
CPIX.
out. The market sold
This
off,
is a lot of selling.
and
CPIX.
it was all caught here.
CPIX.
Now we're going to
CPIX.
take this, and we're going to go sell it here. Make some
Could be
money,
a halt
right?
down here.
Because the
Yeah, I don't
large
know, maybe
traders
just stay out of
had
it.
to buy it on the way down and take it off their clients. The nighttime is a great time to get rid.
Serve. If I would have
of
held on to
inventory.
serve for the extra 15 cents, I would be green on it
Right.
by a lot.
That's why this
CPIX.
market, how many people are caught short here?
All
Well,
down.
they came in
CPIX.
and covered yesterday.
That's too bad.
The smart money covered here, and they covered here.
CPIX.
The dumb money reshorted
CPIX.
here,
Intuition
and now they're
told me
helping
that
push
was
the price back
CPIX.
up.
Mind.
Right? This market has
CPIX.
limited supply. Do the work.
CPIX.
Right?
NTCL is
Every
expected to
quarter,
resume in
go
20
do the work.
seconds.
Look at the
CPIX.
13Fs or the 14Fs that funds file. Go look at the concentration of stock. Go look at the float of Apple, Microsoft, all these large, big, massive companies.
QBTS
All of their
plus.
stock is tightly held by large trillion-dollar institutions who have paid for them in cash and have no reason to sell them for 30, 40 years. Okay?
ABNW.
So for
Kinda
you,
cut
the
that for a
retail
loss.
trader,
Okay.
just means don't.
That takes me 650
You have to
red.
short
That's a little
responsibly.
unfortunate.
Mine.
but
NTCL has been halted
Right.
for more
Remember
than
what
5
we
I better
minutes.
said.
stop there.
SNES.
60, 65. If we can't get underneath that,
That's
now
a
we
little
got single
unfortunate.
print.
But 650 red's not
So the
bad.
latest
I'll take the
QBTS.
group of
650
shorts
red 'cause I
are
do gotta
trapped
go.
under 71 and 3/4.
That's still a win.
They're all
I
trapped
got as
under
close
here.
to
So
180
wait for this
red.
to backfill
That's
and
pretty
see
close to break
exactly
even.
how
WKEY
desperate they
halted.
are.
Because I don't want to get on
Because
the
the more
spiral.
desperate they are, the less
Serve
this
here,
will fill back.
CPIX.
Does that make sense?
1233 wrap. Yep. Right there, 1232.
There's not a lot of overhead
But
inventories,
then,
right?
it's
Remember, we had
LDTC.
low
3
volume.
days of
5
distribution,
minutes there, but
and then we had that liquidation
OPFI.
that took us down to
yeah, that's what I was trying to
60.39,
avoid.
right?
CPIX.
And then all
I'm
the way
taking the
back up to
650.
6100
That's
2
still
days ago, and then back down under 60.65 and back up
it's still
over.
respectable. Going
So
from
what it's
2600
doing,
to
Zeno, is it's
650.
doing a washing,
CPIX. CPIX.
right?
That
It's doing this, and when it does
CPIX.
this,
something I
CPIX.
can
traps. It
I can
takes
live
out
CPIX.
trapped longs here,
CPIX.
and it traps
It's
shorts
it's the
here.
end of the green
CPIX.
Then
streak, but
what it's doing is it's
all
abusing
good things
people.
have to come to an
It
end.
sells off, takes the long money, right? And then everybody gets short here,
All
and
bad
it
things have
takes
to come
their
to an
money.
end, too.
Then everybody gets long here, and it
CPIX.
eventually you have everybody's money and you have everybody's
WKSP.
contracts, and you can do whatever the hell you
Somehow.
want with it. Remember, we are going into the end of the year where the agenda would be to mark up equity prices.
So calendar
Don't forget
view,
that.
a little bit
So
of a red
everybody
day
gets
there.
paid.
I think it's smart taking the 650. So that's
Maybe a look above and fail of 75.
that's how we're gonna close
and a
out
half.
the week.
So say, because we got a double top, point of control. So say if you're short.
You
Right?
know,
Sorry, I'm going on a little bit.
the
but say
best
you're,
I was
if
at,
you're
the
short
best, the
under
highest I was
75
at
half,
CPIX.
profit-wise was
right?
$36.
Pets.
if you're short under 75
CPIX.
half,
CCIX.
To the low of
WKSP.
2600. Finishing at
right?
650.
Your stop is
red.
76
Not a
half,
bit- not a big deal.
76 quarter.
Fees and commissions,
Okay.
145 plus probably short fees. So
Right now, where are you going to be looking for?
30-day running P&L, 150.
Right, so I'm short quarter.
CPIX.
I'll put a buy order at
CPIX.
74
CPIX.
quarter just to
CPIX.
test trade.
358,000.
And if I don't get
SIDU.
filled, right, then I know
CPIX.
The last
just a
time I
really
was
quick
red
backfill,
was
right?
November.
So I'm short
5th.
1 at 75 and a quarter. I'm bid 74 and a quarter.
But this is the second smallest red day I've put in since this entire season. The only other smaller one was 550 here.
SIDU.
All right. Hit the like button on the way out, guys. Appreciate it.
FSP.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
Not getting filled. Oh, filled. Right. So I made 4 ticks, big deal. But I was just
CPIX.
I was shorting the backfill, right? Say I'd shorted 2 contracts.
MLGO.
I'd come in and put more buy
CPIX.
orders here,
Turn.
right? Yeah, it's just an example. Sorry, I'm keeping you guys a
CPIX.
little longer,
FSP.
IONQ.
but oof. Yeah.
BITU.
Okay. Ralphie, is it worth it to trade for 4 ticks? If you're a market maker, hell yeah,
LEDs.
because you don't pay commissions,
CPIX.
right? So
CPIX.
what's 4 ticks? 4 ticks is $50. Run 1,000 contracts through 4
FSP.
ticks.
FSP.
BITU.
That's 50 grand. But it's not worth it for us. It's a different kind of business. That's
QBTS.
a wholesale market making
IONQ.
business to trade for 4 ticks. Does that make sense?
NTCL is expected to resume in 20 seconds. UAMY.
They don't pay commission per trade. That type of trading is a
LDTC.
different kind of business than the kind of business that we do.
FSP,
IONQ. LDTC. NTCL
LED.
resumed.
Commissions would eat, yeah. And we pay cheap commissions.
CPIX.
Mind you, we pay very cheap commissions compared to 20 years ago, 30 years ago, right? But it's not a sustainable business model.
CPIX, CPIX, CPIX.
WKEY is expected
And
to resume in
everyone I
20
know who's
seconds.
tried to do it has blown up their account because they don't have
CPIX.
the risk management to do it, and this commissions just eat you. So that's not really, but that's not the reason why I took that trade. I took that trade to show
Heads.
you the mechanics of the trade, right?
WKEY resumed.
Why the trade
WKEY.
works, why the trade doesn't work, right? We
WKEY.
saw that there was a seller here, right? So we sold once, we sold the back end. I didn't try and short it here, right? I saw, okay, market profile says double top.
MDAI.
WKEY.
Sellers are competing.
WKEY.
Confirmed by the 1 minute candle. So you sell, stop, and you
UPST.
put your bids. Now, in a more normal
XERS.
market, say I'd shorted 5 contracts here,
IONQ.
right? I could maybe cover 2 here and maybe 3 down here and just use the levels to cover, right? Still trade for pride and glory. What are you, Mel Gibson, Mike? Start painting your face when you're trading, like you're going to a hockey game.
NRGB.
Oh, okay. So that's the mechanics of that trade. Sorry, what did I miss? Wondering about yesterday's distribution balance. Yeah, we should see some selling, right? There should be some inventory, right? I don't know how much there's going to be.
RKLB. IONQ. RKLB. Zone. WKEY. Zone.
All right.
LUNR.
Sorry, folks, kept you a little bit longer.
LEDs. LEDs.
WKEY.
OPFI.
QBTS. LEDs.
Have a good
LEDs.
morning. We'll see you at
UPST.
RTH. Those of you who I
WKEY.
won't see, have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble trading this thing. And we'll see you in a few hours. Bye for now.
LEDs. 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 LEDs.
LEDs.
LEDs. LEDs.
LEDs. CPIX.
LEDs. OPFI.
LEDs.
STXS. MDAI.